What if Hinata was born an Uchiha and Sasuke was born a Hyuga?
Chapter 24, The Fourth Shinobi World War, Part 2. The ASF or Allied Shinobi forces rushed towards the Ten Tails and they are about to start attacking. Almost everything plays the same, and this is where the canon event occurred. Normally, the Ten Tails is about to shoot out wood-released wooden spikes on anyone like it's 300. Then everyone were hauled back and shield themselves and deflects the wood spikes, some were injured by the spikes. Others resulting the deaths, some tries to protect their teammates. Sakura trip and falling down to the ground, Sasuke helped her, then he would shield her, just then, like in canon, Neji tries to protect them like in the original. He tries to protect Naruto and Hinata and he take the wooden spike, and died. But wait, hold up. In my story, I might alternate this story event, I would definitely make Neji be alive. Neji is supposed to die like in canon. But not in here since Hinata and Sasuke swap roles and alters its outcome. Neji will instead survive from getting shish kebab. Neji is about to take the shot to protect Sasuke and Sakura from getting pierced through. But Neji was saved by Hinata. She rushed in and uses her fire and lightning chakra into her sword to combine along with Susanoo blade and sliced clean through the wooden spike in half to save Neji's life. Hinata then deactivate her Susanoo and turn her head around and look at him. She then smirk and Hinata tells Neji, "You're welcome," and Neji was like, "I did not say thank you." "But thank you," Sasuke replied to his cousin, "come on. We gotta help." They then continue on and fight through the White Zetsus and Edo Tensei armies. Just then, Madara was leading the White Zetsu army against them. He is the only Edo Tensei yet live, nonetheless, all of his strength surpasses all other Edo Tensei, by a great amount. He alone on the battlefield was enough to turn the tide the favor of Obito. How Madara loathed hijacked of his plan by his subordinate, but he is supposed that this is what would happen when you trust someone you hardly will not know, and so despite all of that, he break himself from Kabuto's control and he remained in service of Obito. All that changed in his plan was that it would not performing it, instead it would be Obito, that is unless Madara find the way to return to life. Obito then absorbed the Ten Tails and become its Jinchuriki, and revealed in front of Naruto, Sasuke, Sakura, Kakashi, Asuma, Guy, and Hinata, that it's Obito Uchiha. They all shocked to see Kakashi's old friend have been alive all this time. Hinata raised one brow to know who he was, she then activate her Sharingan. Sasuke activated his Byakugan and see who he is. They then reasoning with Obito, but Obito would have none of it. Obito comment, "You don't know what I have seen, Kakashi, Guy, Asuma. I have seen the world of blood, I saw you failed saving anyone during the Third War, Kakashi. I saw the war, I have witnessed the Shinobi World War treats others, countless deaths, people, children, mothers, fathers dying in the ground, starving, sick. Nobody helps them, I saw people beg for mercy as they were slaughtered. This is not how the world it should be. I will change that. Do you remember I told you about those who don't follow the rules?" Kakashi replied, "Those who don't follow the rules are scum. But those who had abandoned even one of their friends are worse than scum." Obito replied to him, "And it that makes any less of a shinobi, then I will just destroy all of these so-called shinobi." He then weave hand signs to use fire jutsu to blow and attack them and the rest of the ASF. As battle continues, Obito used Animal Path to summon Crab, Bird and Cerberus to attack most other allies. Just then Naruto, Hinata and Sasuke gathered and combining their efforts to fight Obito. They then using summoning jutsu. Naruto summons Gamakichi, Sasuke summons Katsuyu and her slugs, Hinata summons Aodar. They then defend the ASF from 3 of the Animal Path's animals. The crab then disappeared after Sasuke and Katsuyu defeats it. Then Katsuyu gathers all of her slugs to heal everyone. Aodar defeated a bird then disappeared. Aodar thanked Hinata for summoned him then he disappeared. Naruto and Gamakichi help each other and defeated the Cerberus and it disappeared. Naruto high-fives Gamakichi and thanked him, then he disappeared. Just then Obito teleported and fights Team Kakashi. Sasuke did throw a massive piece of boulder, throwing at him, but Obito cuts it in half with his hand. Hinata slashes him but kept dodging himself but Obito deflect and disarmed her sword. Hinata tried striking him but he countered her kicks and punches and he throw her off. Naruto utilizing his shadow clones to attack. Obito then uses his shadow clone to defend himself. Then Obito uses Almighty Push to blow everyone away. Obito continued to attack and killed all other shinobis. Sasuke gets up, He then used the strength of 100 seal and his move that he had never actually used it over 3 years that was forgotten. Sasuke have activated his Byakugan, then boosted up his chakra to open up all of the 8 gates. Sasuke have opened the 8th gate of death. Sasuke then about to attack Obito, but Madara defend him, and he then rapidly combos Madara, instantly beating him up. Sasuke did used a hidden lotus and Chidori at the same time on Madara, instantly destroying the Edo Tensei. This result the death of Sasuke. He uses the 8th gate to defeat Madara. Sasuke have overused his chakra. His body now burned to a crisp, resulting his death. Just then, Madara is alive and still has not given up, but his body weakening him. Just then Obito caught Madara by the neck. He then pull out his Rinnegan, resulting to steal all for himself and plans to hijack the plan. Obito thanked Madara, then Obito throw Madara's body away and Obito has 2 Rinnegan. Just then by that point, Naruto had mastered his own tailed beast mode. Upon entering this form, he along with Hinata's Susanoo armor. They both combined and stacked each of their powers on top of each other, creating a massive tailed beast Susanoo armor hybrid mode. They fought against Obito for too long, until they managed to wound him, then they pull out all tailed beasts from him. Naruto and Hinata ran towards Sasuke's body, still burning. Sakura tried to heal him but nothing works. Naruto and Sakura cry out in tears that their friend is now dead. Hinata gets up and towards Obito. He woke up and comment, "See, love does not last. Love would die no matter what the cost. You would open up your heart for a moment and you're sure to be hurt by it." Hinata looked down at him and replied, "What was her name?" Obito was silent. Then Hinata asked him repeatedly, until Obito replied, "It was Rin. Rin Nohara." Hinata knelt down next to him. "I hate your guts. You used me. All my life I know that you did try to betray the leaf. You help Itachi to kill the Uchiha clan. You used me to blinded my grief. You are the cause of starting this war. I wanted you to die, but most of all, right now, I want Sasuke back. Sasuke is not just friend. He is my brother." Obito scoffed and tell her, "I wanted to cast the infinite Tsukuyomi. I could have put you in your friend's fantasy world where anything was possible, where you could do anything. No loss, no war and no nothing." Hinata shook her head and replied, "But it wouldn't have had Sasuke. Not my Sasuke. Why did you take him away? Why could you not just let me be happy?" Obito was confused and replied, I was gonna make you. Ha happy. Hinata cries out angrily and hiccup through her tears and yell, "Happy. In a dream world with a fake Sasuke. Not to mention a fake Naruto or a fake Itachi. My brother, I would have never been happy. I would have resented it, and I am not the only one." Obito surprised and replied, "So you are saying, you would rather be happy for a little while longer and suffer, rather than live in a dream where everything is perfect?" Hinata nods and replied, "Yes, because the world you speak of, is not real. Casting a genjutsu would cause death. The entire world will die if you use the infinite Tsukuyomi. Everyone would die, and turning them into an army of white Zetsus, that includes you too. Here, we are real. I loved everyone. I love them as long as the world is at peace. It's my life now. Naruto is my world too, and so is Sasuke. They were like my brothers. They have changed me for who I am. I never should have left the Leaf Village instead of defecting it. I would have lost them forever if you had your way." Obito thought about it and realized the error of his way. He had made a terrible mistake. Just then, Obito made a decision. He uses Samsara of heavenly life to revive all who had died in the war. That includes Sasuke. Just then Madara rushed towards them, back for more battle. Madara then tried to stab Hinata, but Obito protect her. Just then, Madara grab hold of her on her shoulder, gripping her in pain. Madara tells Obito to revive him. Obito refuses. If he doesn't, Madara will hurt Hinata even much painful. He had no other choice. Obito revives Madara. Madara then let them go. Obito is perished. Everyone tried to seal him but nothing is working. He had no guilt, only goals. Most other shinobis who defending the ones who revived were perished, just to save and defending the recovered ones. Naruto and Hinata fight against him but as he forced back they began to get serious. Madara is about to stab Naruto. Just then Hinata saved Naruto and she now took the blade for him instead. She is now the one who saved his life this time. Madara replied, "Looks like you have possessed the Choku Eternal Mangekyo Sharingan. Just like me. But I sense there is more than that connecting us. I wonder what it is. I supposed I'll always wonder too." He then pulled the blade out of her chest. She cough out blood and fall to her knees. Hinata looked at Naruto and said to him, "I will always love you, Naruto." Naruto looked at Hinata, dying. He then unleashes his Nine-Tails chakra in fit of rage, attempted to attack him. Instead Madara held at his hand and used Basso Fan to smack so powerful and blows him away. Just Madara walked towards Obito's body and took back the Rinnegan that Obito stole it, and utilizing the Deva path to comfort Naruto, then follow with a Preta path to locating the 8 trigrams seal circle on his gut and absorbing it that signified where his seal to pull out Kurama from within. Naruto then hit the ground and his face going pale. He looked at Madara absorbing the 9 tails and feeds it onto himself to become its new 10 tails Jinchuriki. Bolstering his strength, Madara looked down and said, "Thank you for doing your job as a vessel, but as with all crackpots, it's time for you to return to the earth from which you came." Naruto felt his body slipping. He began to have a heart attack. He fell down on the floor, laying there and crawling himself towards Hinata's body. He then went down and ready to lose his consciousness. He knew he failed to save and protect Hinata. He had failed to fulfill his promise to Itachi to take care of her. He is going to die. Naruto said one word, "Hi Hinata. I'll always be on my side." He then closed his eyes and faded into dark. Just then, Naruto and Hinata opened their eyes while holding hands. They realized that they both died, but a voice spoke behind them, "No, you are not, but you will soon will be if something does not change." Hinata spoke, Where are we? Who are you?" Naruto spoke, "Who exactly are you? Where is Kurama?" An old man hovering just above the surface of the water and floats. Then he looked at them and smiled. He introduced himself as Hagoromo Otsutsuki, the sage of 6 paths. Meanwhile, in the battlefield, Sakura tries to heal Sasuke. Suddenly Obito was alive somehow. They were shocked because they saw him dead. He is still weak for half a minute. Obito would help Sakura to heal Sasuke back to life. They both tried healing Sasuke's burned wounds, but it's not enough. Suddenly, Hanabi arrived along with Yamato and of course, Hiashi and Neji on their side. Hiashi was shocked to seeing his own son dying from using the inner 8th gate. Hiashi burst into tears and he walked towards him, but Kakashi, Asuma and Guy blocked him and tried to hold him, and seeing his son, he yells at them but trying to calm down. Sakura told him that now is not the time. They must concentrate to heal him. Then Sasuke's skin and pigments are about to recover. Suddenly Obito fell down. He is about to die because he is ran out of chakra left for him after Naruto and Hinata fight him and took out all the tailed beast from him, and Madara stabbed Obito earlier and took the Rinnegan back. Sakura is desperately crying and she would hope that Sasuke and her would plan to marry soon. Sasuke said to her that he doesn't want to lose her. Hanabi and Neji are here to help healing Sasuke. Sakura is crying knowing Sasuke will die and she will tell him one last. She says, "I love you, Sasuke." Tears are coming dropping out her eyes and went to his chest. Hanabi also burst to tears seeing his older brother dying. She then drops her tears onto his chest as well. Neji also helps out, healing, and he also tear out and he tells his cousin, "I forgive you, Prince Sasuke." Hiashi comfort, sits down and heal him while mourning of his first child died, and tells him, "You are my world. I cannot let him to be disowned as a ninja. But as my son, I have regret what I said." They all burst into tears. Finally his body recovered fully. Suddenly, Sasuke wakes up in a darker place where no one is around and the floor is filled with water. And tells himself, "Am I dead?" Then another voice behind him, "No, you are not. But you will be." Sasuke turns around, seeing a floating man hovering above the water and tells him who he is. "Who are you?" The man introduces himself. "My name is Hamura Otsutsuki. I am the founder of the Shinobi Moon, and I am also the ancestor of the Hyuga clan. You did a great job to become stronger and protect someone you loved." "Sasuke Hyuga of the main branch," Sasuke replied. "How do you know my name?" Hamura replied, "I've been always watching you since the moment you came to the world." Sasuke surprised. They both talk no jutsu to each other. He tells its backstory about himself and the Sage of Six Path, whom he claimed to be his twin brother named Hagoromo, and for just 15 minutes, Hamura tells Sasuke he must go back and save everyone and fight Madara. Unfortunately Sasuke tells Hamura he cannot. He is dead. Hamura laughed and insists him to go back. Sasuke tells him how would ever gonna come back to life. Hamura then stands on his 2 legs and walk towards him. He tells him, "I will grant you my chakra, so that you will have enough strength and power to save everyone." Just then, it starts raining. But it's not ordinary rain. It's tears. Sasuke knew who are those tears from. Sasuke glow and he then jump high. Then the screen flashes. Sasuke wakes up, he breathes and look at everyone. Then he tells, "What did I missed?" Then everyone glad Sasuke is alive. They hug and comforting him. Then he saw Sakura, both hugged and they share a kiss. Hiashi was not mad. He is happy his son is alive. Neji smirks and Hanabi crossed her arms with an awkward smile, and Akamaru sits down. Elsewhere, Naruto and Hinata are lying on the ground, seemingly died, but Killer Bee arrived and saved them. He tells his Eight Tails Gyuki to revive Naruto. Bee uses his tentacles and cut off and feeds it on Naruto. Naruto is revived and wakes up, realizing he was disgusted and gagged out and cough. Naruto told Bee, "What the hell?" Bee replied, "Just giving you some secret health sushi to revive you, Naruto buddy." Naruto, listen, Madara is about drop some real bars on the ASFs. You saved them, quick and stop Madara. Naruto stands up and tells that he needed to help Hinata and revived her. Bee called out, "No wait. You are going the wrong way, Naruto." Naruto ran to Hinata. He saw her that she is bleeding. Sasuke saw Naruto running towards to Hinata, lying on the ground. Sasuke goes forward and helped them. Just Naruto trying to figure out how to heal her. Naruto saw a sun his hand, then Naruto pressed it on Hinata's chest. Her wounds are healed. Hinata revived, her eyes open, they would not believe to their shock. Hinata's right Sharingan evolved to a Rinnegan, and her left Sharingan is different to a Choku Eternal Mangekyo. It is instead now a shape of an X symbol with 4 tomoe. It's most likely a reference of the Hyuga side branch's curse seal caged bird symbol. Her Sharingan evolved, even further than a Rinnegan. It is instead became a branch of Dojutsu. We'll called it Kyokudo Mangekyo Sharingan, or Kyokudo Sharingan, for this A.U. Naruto tells Hinata, "You okay?" Hinata nodded and replied, "Never been better." Hinata gladly saw Sasuke is alive and well and she walked towards her, then hugged him. She was glad her brother in arms is back. Sasuke said, "Now is not the time. We gonna stop Madara." They then head towards Madara, and the three of them fight. Naruto activates, and awakens his 6-path Sage mode. As for Hinata, she transforms into her Snake Sage transformation, and she activated her Kyokudo Sharingan on her left eye, and it awakened its 4 Tomei state. Then finally, for Sasuke, he activated his Byakugan, but suddenly, he then felt awakened his own ultimate jutsu he is forming. He then now has 6-path Sage mode, as well. His Byakugan changes into a Tensegan. Naruto and Hinata are overwhelmingly surprised they witness that Sasuke gained such powerful transformation. Sasuke has. Sasuke remembers that Hamura must have gave him some of his chakra since Hamura is an Otsutsuki, and gave it to Sasuke, and then Sasuke felt tingling that his chakra combined with Hamura's chakra. Since Sasuke is a Hyuga and Hamura himself is the ancestor of the Hyuga, and an Otsutsuki, then he awakened, and evolved his Byakugan into a Tensegan. They then attack. Hinata got so much stronger when she has a Rinnegan on her right eye and an evolved Sharingan on her left. It is much stronger and faster than it looks. It seems like a complete branch of evolution version of the Sharingan that splits up. He then give him much boost and Hinata utilizing her lightning chakra blade to slash him them using striking shadow snake's jutsu to bind Madara. Then Sasuke got much faster and he pushed him and went to the other side. He masters the 8 trigrams rotations techniques. He then uses his strongest taijutsu that inspired both Guy and Tsunade. He uses Heaven Kick of Pain and then he Supreme Leaf Hurricane and rapidly combos Madara with so many fiery punches called the Morning Peacock, then uses his Gentle Step Twin Lion Fists to strike him down and pass it to Naruto, and Naruto uppercuts him. Madara gets weaker and weaker by the minute and has no strength to stop the three of them ever since he was revived and might die again. Team 7 had grew stronger possesses their ultimate attack on Madara. They struck him and sent him flying 100 feet. He said to us, "Stop, interesting. You three had gained so much power you three possessed. But alas, you forget that you are fighting the most strongest shinobi ever lived. Eventually, you will may ran out of chakra, if one of you are tired. Once I gained more, I will destroy you three quickly, one by one, limb to limb." Madara dashes. Naruto, Hinata, and Sasuke nodded at each other to how to stop him. They dash towards Madara. Sasuke runs first, while Naruto and Hinata follow behind him. Sasuke then jumped, then stomped Madara in the head to stunt him. Naruto and Hinata reached out with their hands. Hinata and Naruto touched Madara with a sun and moon mark, which Madara at first did not notice. Suddenly, he felt a powerful pull of gravity pulling any nearby earth to him, pulling a celestial body as big as the moon. All of which crushed Madara as it ascended into the sky. Madara is now sealed him tight, and Naruto and Hinata pushed a giant moon-size earth, throw it deep into space, far away from Earth. Madara is now sealed, never to be awakened. After that, all the tailed beasts are free from Madara's control. Everything is fine and well, except most of them have died in the war. Some have revived after Obito revived using his Samsara of Heavenly Light Jutsu. The war is over. Naruto then will reabsorb the Nine Tails.
Stay tuned for the finale of What If Hinata was born an Uchiha and Sasuke was born a Hyuga.